Yeah, and I'm pretty excited to watch this matchup because Prototype, we've casted him before, and he is teammates with Patty Mac. They practice a lot together, so looking forward to what he has to offer.
And Prototype is really good. Yeah, it's not an opponent to take lightly. JonSnow almost got cannon rushed by his last opponent, so he almost failed one time. I wish his opponent would have gotten a little more like creative with the cannon rush and just like a scouted soft contain cannon rush into a start or into a gateway. He should have put like shield batteries off to a ledge somewhere, and then like I don't know. That's just me. That's what I would do if I had to play pro. I would try and get as cheesy as possible.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Speaking of cheesy though. At what time will he go for the pool? Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner on Everdream LE. It is Psystorms Gaming representing North America. It is JonSnow. We do not get to cast enough here.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the American Zerg player representing Risen from the Gosu. It is Prototype.
And the pools are at the same time, but one person has a gas.
Yes. So I honestly, I kind of like this from JonSnow. He's going gas pool hatch.
Yeah, the gas always wins.
Yeah. I personally like this. This is what I always do on ladder because it means that you just get link speed a lot faster than your opponents. You just have map control.
Exactly. Yeah, you can attack as soon as link speed's done, and you'll get a significant amount of damage done.
Yeah.
And it freaks your opponent out, especially on the ladder. You're like, oh my god, link speed. And for some reason, they're like, there's banelings behind this.
Yeah.
They turtle up.
it lets you like basically force your opponent to stay at home. And it also means that like you get to drone up, you maybe get to kill a couple of drones as well, or force your opponent to make more lings defensively. Or
you could get a queen, or you could pick off their lings. All types of things that can come from it that are good. Yeah. I do the same also.
Oh, he's sneaking around.
Oh. Sneaky. I don't think that was seen.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. Oh, but it should be seen
now. It is now. And he immediately brings back his two lings. Prototype, that is.
Yep.
Prototype does not have lings, and he does not have ling speed, only now starting.
Yeah, this could be this could be kind of scary because it looks like JonSnow is pulling up a couple of lings. You know, we've got Banelings on the way as well.
That positioning of those lings in his main are interesting to me.
He's link flooding.
Yeah. He's hiding him. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he hiding him, or is he just defending from a run by?
I think he's hiding. He could be doing both at the same time.
Yeah, both. Yeah, right. So, I mean, I don't think hiding 4 lings is that big of an issue. You know, like to put him all the way over there, but
yeah.
He's just putting. He's putting him in defensive positions while hiding him. Yeah, you're right. It was both.
Yep.
And now link speed is done. Banes are also done. And should be pretty much GG here. Link speed will finish for his opponent in like 10 seconds now, maybe 12.
Yeah, we'll see. I do like the double queen on the ramp. I do like that a spine is on the way and a baneling nest, but the baneling nest isn't going to be done for this. Lings are on the way.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Yeah. And he even got the spine crawler.
Yeah, wow.
I think that's what that was.
It was.
Bane bust the queens. GG. JonSnow takes game numero uno off of Prototype. Wow. I'm liking the cheese here. It's kind of unfortunate, like today's going by so quick. I was hoping to spend as much time as here as possible.
Yeah, this is so far being a very quick day. Very quick games.
We're already about to be in the semifinals if JonSnow wins the next game.
Yeah, that was fast.
I think we've been on stream for like 20 minutes. We've been a little bit longer, but yeah, pretty fast games. Like, it's fun to watch. I just wish it was longer.
Yeah, yeah.
They should have a
Unfortunately,
tournament where you're forced to cheese, but every round is a best of 5.
yeah, Prototype, he was a little bit too greedy. He he sent links, but they were a little bit late across the map. So because of that, he didn't get to see the drone count. So he didn't see that all of these links were being made until the last moment.
Yeah.
So he was trying to set up a defense, but it was just a little bit too late. It's kind of...
Yeah, I think at that point, you really got to just wall off.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know what to do there. Maybe abandon the... I don't know. Well, he really was... Yeah, he was just too greedy. He didn't have link speed or abandoningness. You have to have at least one of those.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly,
like, you get gas in the game, and that's what you got to get. That's your defense to survive.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, something that a lot of Zerg players do, if they go pool first, or if they delay their Bailey nest for so long, they just get a safety spine. Like even without scouting, they just throw down a spine.
Or they get 4 queens.
Yeah,
and imagine if he had 4 queens right there, that would have been way heftier. He could have held that ramp way longer.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine if he didn't lose all those those what are they called? The workers, the drones, and he didn't lose that spine crawler. If he made it on the high ground, there's a little bit of things that could have gone right. But nonetheless, here we are, game numero dos, Eternal Empire, top right-hand corner. Here it is. It's Storms Gaming's JonSnow. He's up 1 game. He only needs 1 more to win.
That he does. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the American Zerg player representing Risen from the Gosu. It is Prototype.
GSL, that's tonight or tomorrow?
It is tonight.
Tonight? A couple hours, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I guess afternoon, morning, depending where you're at, but cool. So, I mean, I guess we'll at least get to catch that if this ends early. As it looks like it might turn out to be a short one here, especially ZvZ, like playing someone like JonSnow. When you make a slight mistake and he's going to capitalize. Like, to me, JonSnow's a super scary opponent. He just, I don't know, he's not super performing well on the online tournaments, but I think he's a scary opponent.
Yeah. I mean, he is one of the best that America has to offer. I think no one's gonna doubt that.
Yeah, for sure.
But we'll see how this game turns out, because this is very different from game number 1. And we talked about it before. It's probably because of the map. You know, this is kind of known as the macro map.
Yeah. But I don't know how Prototype holds up with his macro versus JonSnow.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't quite remember, but I don't think we've casted JonSnow too many times, maybe a handful of times.
I think we've casted him here in NA Apprentice Cup before, once against
maybe one Battle of the Americas or something.
I want to say he played against Future once, and we casted that.
It feels right.
Yeah.
I think maybe one time he was on the bracket, but we didn't get to cast.
I remember. Yeah, I remember. I think it was JonSnow versus Future or Vindicta a couple of weeks ago, and we were favoring the Terran player. We're like, JonSnow is good, but we'll see. And then I think JonSnow ended up like 2-0ing or something, and we were like, whoa.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Both players, I guess this is the macro mac. They both are going for the 3rd base. One is getting a banding nest. One is not getting one, or already has one. Oh, they're both going for banding nest. Okay. Yeah, JonSnow just a little bit quicker with everything.
Yeah, he's a little bit more crisp. He has the earlier 3rd, earlier banding nest as well.
I feel like this is the real difference between like almost a super good pro and a complete pro. Like just a couple seconds, he's gonna get everything out a little bit faster, and that's gonna just incrementally get him ahead.
Yeah, it will kind of come down to some of the harass, because it does look like Prototype is making a couple more lings. He's a little bit behind on drones because of that, and we'll see if he plans to do anything with them. Maybe he's going to try and pressure the 3rd, maybe he's going to try and deny the 3rd. We'll see. As so far, I don't think, yeah, neither player has gone for a Roach Warren or anything like that.
Yeah, it's pretty late too. I feel like, you know, with a lot of matchups, you're like, okay, what's the meta at right now? But with, I feel like ZvZ, it's kind of always the same. I mean, yeah, it changes. Now there's like more muta play and stuff, but for the most part, it's like Ling Bane, duke it out, go into roaches.
Yeah.
If they don't go into roaches, then something's up.
It's less volatile than some of the other matchups.
Yeah.
Which at the same time, you could also say there's like one of the good things about it. You know, it's like standard. Like, you know, this is how we do it. This is how we've done it for 5-10 years. You know,
exactly. It's like good old ZvZ. Good old classic.
Oh, he's gonna be able to catch a queen.
That's good.
Get away. All right, it's okay.
And he gets out with most of them. He traded what, 2 Lings for a Bane? I think that's fair.
Yeah.
You're trading minerals for gas, which gas is a little more scarce at this point in the game. These are all small wins that hopefully add up over time.
Yeah.
Got another Bane. Now, one thing that always throws me off is when you have a lot of queens in the ZvZ, you need that creep between your main and your natural.
Yeah. And again, that's something that JonSnow has. That's something that Prototype doesn't. But at the same time, Prototype, he only has 1 queen for each base, so...
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit negligible.
Layer coming up for both players. JonSnow still just a little bit faster with everything. He's even getting Overlord speed and roaches now.
Oh.
Yeah, I think this is going to go into like a Roach Ravager push from both players.
Both players, they started +1 around the same time. They're both expanding and getting their 4th bases around the same time as well.
Yeah, this is funny.
Yeah, so you can see that, like, you know, they, like, Prototype, even though he isn't the favorite, like, he is, like, keeping up. But there are, like, little differences. They are caught up, like, with equal worker counts now, and which is nice. But JonSnow had it a little bit faster, so he had a little bit more money. But, you know, like, so far, pretty even.
Yeah. It's like this crispness of the build gets him a little bit ahead, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to the micro of the battles and positioning and corrosive biles, which, you know, I would assume JonSnow would be on point and winning that, and that'll finish the deal. But I don't know. See? Prototype.
Okay.
Getting Burrow. Accident or purpose.
We'll see if he gets Burrow movement for the roaches. Meanwhile, we have JonSnow going for Dropper Lords instead.
That's why he got the speed.
Yeah, okay.
I think Errol did this, or someone did this recently that I saw, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Errol did do it. He did it on stream, I think. But these Dropper Lords are seen like 3 times by different Overlords.
Yeah. Okay.
What was that?
It looks like there was a baning runway, but it doesn't get any workers.
Rip. All right, so there is no Roach Burrow coming up. Roach speed has finished.
Yeah, like right now they're both just scouting each other. The Dropper Lord is on the way. They are both saturated. They both have pretty equal worker counts. It does look like there is a baning run by head towards a third of Prototype.
Oh my God.
Can he react? He's not reacting.
He got it. 4. It's not terrible, but it's okay. He's getting it, and it's instantly scouted. JonSnow's like, hey, my Roach drop is scouting this. He's going to be like, that shouldn't be wiggling. You already have Roach movement.
Yeah.
He's bringing everything back. Oh, no, he's getting cut off here. I don't know who's cutting who off here. There's like, we both don't want to engage here. Let's just call it a day.
Yeah.
And these Roaches are getting some work done on both fronts in the main and this 4th here.
Yeah, Prototype, he's getting pulled apart a little bit.
Oh, his own corrosive biles.
Oh, but I think Prototype wins this. I think he has enough supply, but at the same time, oh my God, he's using so many workers in his main base.
Yeah, so JonSnow at this point doesn't even need to take this fight.
Yeah.
He's really just buying time. He's taking a couple more corrosive biles than I expected. He's gonna throw away these roaches here, or I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, he is rallying, but at the same time, he's losing more workers at his natural as well. Like, Prototype he holds, which is great,
Prototype needs to burrow. Burrow just finishing to burrow and go to every single base.
It needs to be his turn. He needs to try and deal some damage now.
He's only sending 3 roaches across the map right now. Burrowed. What is there? 1 roach in there? 23 workers went down.
Yeah.
He's got to burrow all of them. He's not going to want to straight up engagement.
Yeah, it looks like JonSnow, like he's ready here. He has burrow himself.
He has burrow too. It's over.
No.
It's all over. I think that's how he originally got into the base.
Yeah. Oh my god. So he's burrowing as well. There's enough army supply out here in the map to push Prototype back, and
I feel like I haven't got a good ZvZ with burrowed roaches in a while.
Yeah. I mean, Prototype, it does seem like his macro was on point. It's just like defending multiple places at once is where he kind of fell short a little bit.
Yeah. It's funny how exactly the same their builds were, and JonSnow just so happened to get more done. Like they both went for burrowed roaches, but JonSnow opted for a drop.
Yeah, and it looks like finally there is some economic damage done being on the side of JonSnow, which is great. But it's I think he's gonna be able to hold here. Actually, I thought he was gonna lose the fight, but Prototype.
Wow.
Yo, he may be turning this around. At the same time, JonSnow counterattacks.
Prototype's losing too many workers.
But so is JonSnow, to be fair.
His defense is on point. Look at that. It's already taken care of. You got Overseers. Prototype was not as quick to retaliate, and now JonSnow's in the lead of workers and army supply.
Yeah. There's still that one merge in the main.
Oh my god. He might try to make a spine. Ooh, this is falling apart here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he held on and he dealt a lot of damage. He's even still dealing damage, actually. This is so important. Like, the worker count is still in favor of JonSnow, but not by that much.
Yeah. He's gonna be able to do any more damage. A lot of Ravager here for JonSnow. Yeah, a lot of Ravager.
Maybe even more Ravagers.
I wonder what the strat is there.
And it finally gets cleaned up at home as well. So Prototype, he's starting to regain control of his bases. He's fully saturated as well. He is still down in workers, but neither player has gone for another base, which is a little bit concerning.
I feel like they can't even saturate him fully. At least Prototype can't.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have his main saturated. Oh, caught out Ravagers. GG. I wonder what the Ravager thoughts were there. Maybe just he can't. They're both going heavy Ravager. I wonder what that strat is.
Yeah.
Is that a known thing? I don't know that you just go heavy Ravagers. Maybe they just have gas and they're trying to spend it.
Yeah, I imagine so. And it looks like JonSnow, he does have enough army supply here, and
yeah. GG. Pretty expected, but that was a nice ZvZ to watch.
Yeah. I mean, Prototype, he held on for, and he was doing decently well, but at the end of the day, he did take too much worker damage. Earlier on, it kind of matters more.
How was it? What did he use? Like 14 drones in the very beginning.
Yeah, I think
so like a roach run by or the roach drop. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then he lost like 23 after that. Like it was.
Yeah.
Oof.
So GG's. I'm looking at the bracket right now. Starkiller just this moment finally finished his game and is now going against Dolan in the round of 3. But in the semifinals, Silky and Intuition are now matching up. Intuition beat Patty Mac 2-0.
What?
And Silky beat Doctor 2-0. So yeah, Patty Mac. Intuition beat Patty Mac. So I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, that's an upset.
Yeah. Intuition. So Silky versus Intuition is the next matchup. I don't know if they started yet, if we're gonna be able to get in that, but yeah, they're in chat and they're not in game yet. So that will be a good one.